was hard fought for us. You know, Hartford, I knew going into the season, won 19 games a year ago, and had a chance to get the NCAA tournament. They lost to the eventual team that beat Virginia as a 16-1 seed. They're well coached. Those seniors are good players. Obviously, Dunn really shot it well for him and was a problem. I thought Carroll did a lot of good things. She was their leading scorer from a year ago. We had a chance to break it open a couple of times and just couldn't quite get to it, which is a credit to them. I think that they really run tough, hard offense to defend. With a lot of fake handoffs, back cuts. They got us a lot of things. And this was a tough week because we had 6 days in a row, which is, you know, starting to be a grind. So, I mean, tomorrow will be a good day off. It was a good test. I thought that Tyson gave us great minutes again, coming in the game and knocking down his shot. Very steady and plays good defense for us. I thought, obviously, Q had another good game. And we did a good job on the glass with Eric and Abdul. We got to keep staying out of foul trouble. That hurt us early on. But overall, it's a win over a team that won 19 games from a year ago. It had a tough stretch here to start their season because they're playing 2 road games back to back. Questions?
We'll go ahead and start with Brett.
That was a quick study on Hartford, but did they show the slow half-court sets that they came out with?
Yeah, that's what we expected. I mean, I expected them to be very patient, playing on the road. You know, it took 20 shots in the first half, which means you're on defense a lot, and if you quick shoot it, which we did a little bit at times, then all of a sudden you're back on defense again. So it was a good opportunity for our young guys to see how people can play different styles. And that style can be very difficult to play against.
We'll keep it in the front.
Tyson's a player that when he gets into a rhythm and starts knocking down shots, they can kind of score in a hurry. How important do you feel like his role is this year, expanding into, you know, growing older and a year older than the system?
There's no question. Tyson is just like a starter for us out there. I mean, you know, those 3 guys are going to play those minutes primarily. Lamar, Nick, and Tyson. They're playing the 1, 2, and 3, and that gives us a really good threesome right there at those 2 positions. And you saw tonight for a while, I was playing Tyson at the point. I'm very comfortable with him, and he can play both on the ball and off the ball, which is really big for us. It gives us, you know, 3 point guards that we can go with. So I've been saying this all along, as you remember, Tyson's improvement from a year ago when we ended the season and now has been as good as anybody in our program, and it's really exciting for me. And it's because he's put so much work into it, both in the weight room and on the basketball floor. So I'm really excited for Tyson. He's going to have a fantastic year.
We'll go to coaches Wright and Logan.
Held Dunn to 2 points in the second half. Did you do something differently? Did you talk about that at halftime with the team?
I think our guys just got more, you know, I mean, they take it personal. You know, Nick does. And, you know, a couple times we were not hedging on the little handoffs, and he was pulling up. He had one kick out on a nice drive from one of their bigs in front of our bench. He earned his shots, and he earned everything. He was 6 for 11. The guy's a good player. He led their league in 3-pointers made a year ago. I mean, the guy can really play. And I thought Q did a great job on him to start the second half. We started him on to give a bigger body. And, you know, he played good defense for us. And, you know, again, Q led us some minutes tonight, and he was a guy that missed 5 days of practice because of his leg a week ago.
Let's go back to Brett here to coaches left.
15 steals today. That obviously a big number, and a lot of them got the transition game going. That had to be really encouraging.
Yeah, in the first half in particular, we scored, I think, 11 points off of their turnovers in the first half. And so that was huge to get us jump-started. You know, again, I give them credit. I think they're well coached. I'm excited about our team. I think we got to attack the zone a little better. And I had to keep reminding our guys, I mean, you know, we weren't that happy in the locker room after an 18-point win, which tells you we have high expectations internally. The players do. And, you know, we've got to realize this is, you know, November 11th. I mean, until 10 years ago, you were still practicing. You know, it's early on, and, you know, we got to learn from watching the film and keep growing and getting better.
Go back to Brian. Go ahead.
It's only 2 games in, but on the court, does your team look the way you thought it would look?
In what respect?
Just in any respect, does it look like, okay, things that we went over in practice, we're seeing them early?
Yeah, I think our execution offensively has got to be better. And, you know, which was really interesting, okay, our first game was against a team that pressured everything, denied every lead. Today, they played it incredibly soft and went under all ball screens and really gave you the open shot. And so, you know, it's being able to adjust to how different teams play you and be able to do that seamlessly and not, you know, get confused by it at all or lose, you know, our aggression. We got to stay aggressive in either respect. But to answer your question, I'm excited about our team.
Any other questions for Coach? We've got time for a couple more. We'll go to Tyler right here in front.
You guys only shot 9 free throws tonight. Is there a number that you're looking for? Or is that just kind of the flow
More
of the game
than
type
the
thing?
other team. We always want to shoot more foul shots than the other team does. That would be the ideal number. But yeah, we'd like to get to the line more than 9 times for sure. But part of that, again, I just talked about, they're playing everything so soft. They're saying, take the jump shot. That's what we're giving up. The only guy that they went with the body and trailed on screens was Tyson. Everybody else, they went underneath and said, okay, take the jumper. And there's a couple times where we passed up open shots to shoot off the dribble. And so that's a learning process, like, you know, a couple different instances, like shoot it when you're wide open.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.